Thank you very much, Ken, to parliamentary colleagues, including the Leader of the Opposition, Vice Admiral Griggs, ladies and gentlemen. Can I begin by adding my congratulations to all those who have been involved in bringing this group, Parliamentarians Against Family Violence, together, and particularly to you, Ken, Andrew and Tim. Tim spoke of the stark facts, and I do believe they bear repeating. The fact that 1 in 3 women have experienced physical violence since the age of 15 and 1 in 5 have experienced sexual violence. For me, such statistics never fail to shock, because behind those statistics stands a wife, a mother, a daughter, a sister, a friend. How can we, who consider ourselves in this country a civilised society, sit idly by while this happens in our neighbourhoods, in our communities, indeed in our homes? We simply cannot, and we absolutely should not. There's no excuse for such behaviour, not anywhere, ever. Sexual assault and domestic and family violence against women and children are the most cowardly of acts. But the terrible truth is that there's no section of our society which is exempt. And we must be honest and fearless about this. This is why the bipartisan Second Action Plan of the National Plan to Reduce Violence Against Women and their Children is so important. It's why we as a government, in partnership with all of the states and territories, regardless of the political hue of the government who happens to be in power at the present time, has been steadfast in our commitment to continue to deliver and resource the plan. It's why the Commonwealth, along with all of the states and territories, continues to address violence against women under these arrangements. The Second Action Plan is very strong, and a united message that violence and sexual assault against women and children is not acceptable anywhere. One of the strengths of this plan is the call to civil society to play its part, and I'm delighted that there are representatives of civil society, including Relationships Australia, from Tim's electorate here today, because strong community engagement is critical so that those involved in civil society and the agencies and the organisations at the grassroots level can drive change both in attitudes and behaviour. It's why we're also investing in initiatives such as the Foundation to Prevent Violence Against Women and Their Children to support civil society to transform community attitudes about violence. This is a change that is not simply possible if we don't focus also on early intervention and prevention. To stop violence from happening in the first place, we need to work with young people with initiatives like the Lion social marketing campaign to build respectful relationships, to encourage and educate young people on what is a respectful relationship, particularly between the genders. Getting service systems to share information, to be consistent in their risk assessment and in their perpetrator interventions is obviously also of great importance. And of course we need to continue to learn more about domestic and family violence and sexual assault. Through data, through research and through local initiatives and successes, we need to discover and share what actually works. This includes what works for those women in Australia who have diverse experiences of violence and can be more vulnerable, as Ken referred to, Indigenous women, culturally and linguistically diverse women, and women with a disability. We need to better understand these diverse experiences and work with communities to provide support and education. And we need to respond, as Ken said, to harmful cultural practices affecting women and their children. Because it's only when we truly know what works can we support communities to prevent violence, intervene at the right times and provide the support that women need to heal and to rebuild their lives. Australia's National Research Organisation for Women's Safety, which I was pleased to launch earlier this year, has an important role to play in this context. And whilst I've spoken at some length about what government is doing, can I just take a moment to acknowledge the bipartisanship both sides have shown on this important issue. The group, founded by Ken, Andrew and Tim, will be an enduring testament to our joint endeavour and a demonstration that all sides of politics can work together always on this important issue. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone has a responsibility to confront this evil wherever and whenever they see it, because everyone in this country, every man, woman and child, has the right to live free of violence. Thank you.